Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHBR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. You know, you can go to the App Store and download TV 33 on demand, and that's the best way to take us along with you. We're also on a Fire Stick and Roku and some of the other apps as well. Thank you so much for being tuned in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton. I'm co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
Thabiti, and we welcome you to the program.
I want to say good morning to a few friends. Wanted to Vera and Rosa, and to Ron and Michael, and to Carl. And you know, Thabiti, there's some you want to say.
Shout outs to some good people, Professor Griggs, Brother James Ford, Andrea, Mama Vaughn, Jackie, always. And as I always ask you all, two things. First, have pen and paper handy, as you always see me hold up to the camera. So that way, anything you might want to write down that you want to make sure you remember. And the second thing is to ask your friends, relatives, neighbors, co-workers, acquaintances, church members, whoever, to tune in also. And you'll see the numbers, the call-in numbers at the bottom of the screen. So if you have your pen and paper handy, write those numbers down and keep them in your contact list.
That's right. And I need to add good morning to Tawana and also to Katrina and Al. You know, we always say it's either feast or famine for us, right? Today is a feast. We have two guests. So we want to start out with our first guest this morning, who is Patricia Clay, who is an author of a book regarding her life. And we are live, all the way live right here at WHB on WHBS 160 Victor Street. Thank you so much for tuning in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
Yes, Mark Cummings. We all here today.
All right. Just got to say hey to a lot of people, to Rosa and Vera, and to Tawana and Keith, and just everyone out there. And we have a guest with us starting out the gate. We have Al Williams with us.
Good morning.
A gentleman who has a lot of expertise in politics. Oh, folks say, oh, politics. That's a listen. Politics governs your life, your daily life, whether you know it or not. And we need to talk about that and other things that Al may want to talk about this morning. Tell us about Al Williams. What should we know about Al Williams?
Well, good morning. Good morning to your listeners. Good morning to you, the both of you. My name is Al Williams. I'm founder and president of the African American Leadership Institute, where we train leaders of the next generation, whether it's for board seats on nonprofits, corporations, and or elected officials. Been doing this for about 12 years now, all around the state of Michigan, the state of Ohio, and now the state of Texas. And we look forward to continue to create leaders in our community. That represent African Americans. And then also, of course, I'm a lobbyist with Clark & Williams, a new firm with multi-clients across the state of Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, what do you think that we need to focus in on for this midterm, as they call it?
Midterm elections, focus in Michigan. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you know, the ballot initiatives will, you know, drive up the vote. And I think that we need to be more mindful of making sure that we get the right information to the right people who need to get out and vote. I mean, there are people who vote all the time who really don't need persuasion. But those are the people that politicians and candidates usually reach out to the most. I call them most likely voters. And when you're going into a general election in the state of Michigan, most likely voters who are always voting one way are probably the people that you need to touch the least. And those individuals who are most likely not to vote are the people that need the most persuasion. And so education is the key, making sure people know what's on the ballot. I think we got 3 proposals coming down the pipe. One is to extend term limits or to upgrade the ballot initiative that was passed in 1992, or reform the ballot initiative that was passed in 1992, which gave Michigan the most stringent term limits in the country, and still to this day. And if you didn't know, Mayor Mike Duggan is leading that cause and that fight to extend term limits. And then you have the ballot initiative to basically codify and make abortion rights a constitutional right here in the state of Michigan, or reproductive rights a constitutional right here in the state of Michigan. And then, of course, promote the vote is the third one on the ballot that deals with making sure that every municipality is abiding by the same rules and regulations when it comes to early voting and absentee voting.
Well, I hear that third proposal is so long and convoluted that people may not know whether they should vote yes or no.
Yeah, that's why education is important. And making sure that those individuals who are most likely not to vote know what's on the ballot. But then you got down ballot races too that are just as important, if not more important. I always say that you should always vote for the judges first, because even if a ballot initiative doesn't tangibly affect your life, one elected official that you will always see no matter who you are is a judge. Run a stop sign, get a ticket, get a parking ticket, or a family member may get into some trouble. You will always end up seeing a judge that's been elected before you meet your state senator, U.S. senator, or representative. And so justice is on the ballot. There are a number of judges running this time around on the back of the ballot. And, of course, school board for the city of Detroit is just as important. And there are a number of school board races here in the District of Detroit and throughout the state of Michigan.
Absolutely. Backing up to this term limitation, now those who did not want the African Americans who had been very seasoned, very good at their job as state senators and state representatives, and the only way they could think of to get rid of them was term limitations. Now, that's not something that's spoken about.
Yeah, Richard Austin. A lot of people don't know the name Richard Austin.
Well, most of us folks who were born in the 60s know Richard Austin.
Yeah, that's true. Most of us. I still find people, that are over the age of 50 or over the age of 60 that still don't remember the significance of Richard Austin or the name. Richard Austin, African-American from Detroit, and the longest serving Secretary of State, not only in the state of Michigan, but in the country. He implemented and created the seatbelt law. The whole notion of the Motor Voter Act or becoming a registered voter once you get your license was created by Richard Austin. Of course, we're now back to registering people to vote once they turn 18 automatically, which was something that was started by Richard Austin way back when in the 80s. And, because of his reign, the Republicans had a hard time, trying to control things and getting people elected to certain executive positions, including the Secretary of State position. And, of course, their solution was to implement term limits, not just for Secretary of State, but also Attorney General, Governor, state reps, state senators,
Right.
all across the state of Michigan.
That was the only way that they could get rid of the African Americans who were extremely knowledgeable. And the things that he did and was doing were positive for everybody.
That's right.
Not just black folk, but everybody. But that's what racial hatred does.
Yeah, and it's funny now that the whole notion of, I can remember I did my college term paper at Morehouse on Michigan's term limits, comparing it to the other states across the country. The last paper I did before I graduated was a 50-page document of research on term limits. And it's funny now that after the horrendous chop job of redistricting that's just happened on the state of Michigan, now that we have less representation for Detroit, less representation in Lansing for African Americans, now
They want to extend the term.
they want to extend term limits. Isn't that crazy?
Well,
ain't crazy,
they
but-
found that that they didn't like having a short term.
It's
They
strategic.
said, wait a
is what
minute,
it
so
is.
we want to change it. So now they come up with something else dumb. But anyway.
Yeah, and so I'm sort of caught in the middle on this proposal on whether or not we should extend term limits or not. In my newfound profession as a lobbyist, in Lansing and in most municipalities, the institutional knowledge is no longer with elected officials and those who represent you. The institutional knowledge in Lansing, for sure, is with people who have been up there the longest, and those are usually
The
lobbyists.
lobbyists, correct.
And so every 2 years, you got a new crop of elected officials coming to Lansing,
But the same lobbyists.
but the same lobbyists.
And we know that lobbyists are usually lobbying for corporations, not so much the people. So let's just be honest. The term limits, they want to extend them from 3 terms to 6, correct?
Correct.
So that's double the terms. And for most of the people out here, let's just be honest, the voters know that it's like a round robin. People become the state senators, and they go back around for state rep, and they just bounce around, and then they go to rep for Wayne County Commissioner. People see the same faces, the same names, which is probably why a lot of people have just opted out of the whole process of voting.
Right.
And then here in Detroit, we know that the last election, the primary we had this summer, was abysmal when it comes to voting percentages. And the big thing is, how do we get people to realize that this game isn't fixed against them?
Well, I think that we have to do the same thing that, Republicans traditionally have done, and that's talk about single issues that affect you day to day. Your pocketbook, for instance, your children, for instance, and their rights as to be educated, and as well as their human rights. And I really believe that the older you get, the more you realize, how much politics affects your pocketbook. And I think Democrats have gotten away from talking about kitchen table issues that affect, people from day to day. Instead, we're talking about grandiose issues that only affect a few of us, and not everybody. And so I think Democrats got to get back to, Detroiters really need to get back to talking about the issues that affect your day-to-day life. And so, for instance, we have a large percentage of returning citizens and a large percentage of individuals with felonies.
Okay.
And
So you mean returning from the legal system?
correct,
Jail and
criminal
prison,
justice system, right? A large percentage of them from the city of Detroit. I've always believed that they should be the first ones in line to vote, only because in order to get an expungement, you need a signature from a judge and a prosecutor, both of whom are elected. And so if you want to improve your life by expunging your record and being able to improve your quality of life and as well as your livelihood, one of the things you need to be doing is the research on who believes in expungements and who doesn't. And judges are on the ballot. You have to elect them.
Right.
Well,
and
a
the
lot of
attorney
these
general
guys that
as
are
well as the
returning from the
prosecutor.
criminal justice system, they don't even realize they can vote.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so education is the key once again.
Well, we can tell them right
Right.
now.
I
Let them know
agree.
right now that you do have the ability to vote in elections. You don't have to show that you know, any type of specific thing to let them know. Once you're returning into the system, you can vote.
You can vote as long as you're not in prison, basically,
Well, I'm saying
in the state
once
of
you
Michigan.
return,
Even if you are in jail and have not been convicted, if you're
You can
sitting and
vote.
waiting in jail, you can still vote. And so that's why the
but they got to get a ballot to you.
NAACP and others, they have,
Yes.
and in Wayne County, you know, there are different groups that have partnered up with the current Wayne County sheriff and Benny Napoleon started this program, God rest his soul, who go into the jails and register people to vote and allow them to vote same day
Let them know about their rights.
and
in
make sure
other
that they're
words.
educated on their rights as well.
Absolutely. Well, now, I have something that has just been gnawing at me for the past few months, okay? And that is fraternities and sororities, okay? You remember the movie Black Panther, right?
Yes.
When the movie Black Panther came out, the fraternities and the sororities came alive all of a sudden all over the country. They were buying out movie theaters all over the place so that our young black children could go into that movie theater free and they could see a movie that was extremely positive and excellent for them to see. But the point is, the fraternities and sororities hey, be up their butt or something, and they got to move on. Then they accomplished something very wonderful. Well, I personally believe that they need to get another bee up their butt and go out and encourage people to vote. You know, they're good at throwing parties, but let's see how many people they can throw in front of the ballot.
Miss Brodnick got them riled up
That's
out there. Miss
what
Brodnick,
they
you got the
need
call
to
lines
do.
popping up.
Oh, well, that's a good
You got 'em
thing.
going.
All right, let's see who's on the phone.
Let's see who we got here. We with Al Williams.
Maybe it's a
people.
fraternity member.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Good morning. You on feedback with Theo Broughton, Mark Cummings, and Al Williams this morning. Who are we speaking with?
Good morning. Good morning. This is Linda Westwood here
Oh,
from
well,
the
hello.
City of Detroit Ombudsman Office.
All
Oh, well,
right.
hello, Linda. Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday to everybody. Al, my apologies for not being able to be there with you all. Al, you all look great.
Well,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Tell Bruce I said hello. He's a great ombudsman. Has been doing a lot of great work for the city of Detroit. I mean, he's come a long way from where he came from. Started from as a staffer on the city council, and you know, I think that he's taken this job out into the community actually as it should have been all along.
Yes.
And so my hat goes off to Bruce Simpson and the whole staff over there at the Ombudsman's office. You all doing a great job.
And give the number for that office and let people know exactly what the ombudsman is for here in the city.
Well, I will definitely give out the telephone number. We have the easiest number in the world, and that is 313-224-6000.
That's true.
6000.
All right.
And we are an independent oversight agency for all city departments. So, but I am going to allow Mr. Simpson to come on and talk more about that with Ms. Theo
All right.
at a later date. Unfortunately, Mr. Simpson took ill. I think he got a little bug from one of his kids, so he's on his way to the doctor right now
Oh, wow.
right.
to make sure that he's
that's-
okay.
Yeah, please make sure
Yeah.
that he's okay.
But I called in this morning. We have an event that is going to take place Saturday.
Okay.
So I wanted to share that with everyone if I could.
Sure, this coming Saturday, what's the date? Date.
That is going to be September 17th.
Okay.
Ms. Theo, we have a team up for a cleanup, and our Ombudsman Simpson and Council Member Fred Durall III, the District 7 council member,
That's our
they have
district.
joined forces to do a cleanup in Barton McFarland neighborhood.
Right. Right.
So that's going to take place again Saturday at 9 a.m. And we have selected Ohio Street between West Chicago and Elmira.
Okay.
So we will be doing a cleanup over there. We've had our city departments. They've also joined forces with us just to try to help improve the quality of life over there. There were when we canvassed the area of Barton McFarland, there were several areas that we noted. When we went down Ohio Street, we noticed a child on a trampoline having to look at all of the overgrowth and trash and open houses over there. So we got busy and we decided, it broke our hearts to see this child, just kind of trying to be outside to play on that trampoline.
Exposed
They're
all that
running up
blight.
and down the street, dodging trash.
Right.
So we decided we would pick that area.
Okay. All right.
So we're excited. We have volunteers that will be assisting us, and we're asking any and everyone, if you want to volunteer to help us clean up that area, please call before Wednesday. You can call 313-985-5813. That number again is 313-985-5813 if you would like to volunteer.
Now, does that go
We will
directly to
have-
you? Is that number directly to you?
It is.
Okay, good.
It is. So that you can count on someone taking your information. We want to make sure that we have your information and that we have you registered. We are going to have water. We'll have PPE available. We'll have gloves. And then we are going to be serving lunch after the cleanup. So we want to try to get the appropriate head count.
When does it start?
But
What time? What are the times?
The time is 9 a.m. It's from 9 a.m. until 2.
Okay.
From 9 a.m. until 2, and that's Saturday,
All right.
September 17th.
Okay. That's good.
So we want to just get together to help us clean up and remove the debris to, improve the safety and the quality of life in that area.
Absolutely. Oh, okay.
And if you got a social media post, just send it to Mark Cummings on Facebook. That's MarkCummings. You'll see a big, tall guy looks just like me in the picture.
I sure will,
And
Mark.
I'll make sure it gets to the Hood Research site.
I most certainly will. I think we might even be Facebook friends, but if not, we will be today.
Very good.
Okay. All right, Linda. This coming Saturday, September the 17th, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Location is on Ohio Street between West Chicago, and Elmira Streets, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
a 2-block span that we're going to be working on.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, Linda, we're going to look forward to hearing
all
from you
right.
because we definitely want to get the ombudsman on and yourself.
Well, we would love to come.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Be talking to you soon. That number
Okay,
again,
thank you. God bless
313
you all.
Yes,
Oh, thank
you too.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Al. You all keep up the
985-5813.
good work.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
Bye now.
Bye
Number
now.
again, 313-985-5813. Okay.
And Kim said we got a minute.
Oh dear, and lunch is going to be served next Saturday. Anyway, we got to go to a break here. So those of you who are tuned in, thank you so much for being tuned in. We are going to take a break, and we will be back with our guests, Al Williams, and information about the election. And then too, I want to talk a bit about reparations. But Stay tuned. We'll be back momentarily. Call somebody you know. Tell them tune in too. Peace.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist, a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallnut.
Wally Wallnut here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
It's time to do something more. Join the Detroit Police Department, either straight out of high school or make a bold career change. Officers start at $40,000, plus health insurance, paid vacation, retirement plans, and more. Apply online at joindetroitblue.org.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. And take us along with you. You need to know that all you have to do is go to the App Store and you can download TV33 on demand. And as I say, and take us along with you. We have with us our guest this morning, Al Williams.
Good morning, good morning.
Lobbyist, as we are learning this morning. That's an excellent spot to be in, you know. Anyway, we were talking about the fraternities and sororities getting out and doing what I know they can do to increase the voting turnout. Now, aside from that, you know, there's been a lot of clamor about the fact that Elizabeth died.
Oh,
Queen
Elizabeth
Elizabeth
II, yeah.
died. Okay, after 70 years' reign. Well, what they were not expecting was all of the history of the blatant hatred that was brought down on so many other countries that were colonized.
Yeah.
And, of course, many of the countries on the continent of Africa were among that total, which brings me to the word reparations. Reparations. You know, around here, there was a request for a committee to establish a long look at reparations in this area. Oh, and there were just so many black folk. Why I want to talk about that black stuff? You know who'd be in line first?
Those same people.
Exactly. What is your evaluation of all of these new revelations that folk just didn't seem to know about?
Well, yeah, there's a task force. There was a ordinance passed. Actually, it was not an ordinance. It was passed on the ballot by citizens in the city of Detroit to establish a task force with no real funding to look at ways to start implementing reparations in the city of Detroit. And as you know, Theo, the city charter dictates that the city cannot basically hand out money to taxpayers and or individuals. So there has to be another way in order to establish some sort of program for reparations, and that's what this task force was set up for. You know, I believe in reparations. I believe the city of Detroit has the right. Some of the elected officials for the city of Detroit have the right idea in mind. I think they're going about it the wrong way. I truly do. I think that we can do reparations a tad bit differently. And even if it's not handing out checks to individuals, which if we did, I think the city would probably go bankrupt again. But, you know, if we find ways through more affordable housing, if we find ways through neighborhood development, if we find ways through, you know, grants specifically for African American owned businesses, or if we find ways through new industry to make sure that African American business owners, you know, are able to have a leg up in establishing a real business. For instance, you know, there's a new prospering industry in the state of Michigan, the cannabis industry, where I believe Detroiters should have more, more of a leg up in a number of ways. So right now they're putting all of the cannabis locations for dispensaries in neighborhoods and on the outskirts of the city. But there is a movement afoot by Councilman Coleman Young to make sure that the downtown and midtown areas, if the industry creeps into those two areas, that those establishments will be solely owned by African Americans only, which I think is a great idea. You know, this industry is about $1 billion industry just in the city of Detroit. And it's not going nowhere. No matter if you like marijuana or not, it's here to stay.
Absolutely. It's like the casinos.
Exactly. And so we need to make sure that, you know, those who've been affected the most by the war on drugs benefit the most through this industry.
Now, you were saying the city cannot hand out cash.
No.
However, the city collected a lot of cash by way of property taxes. I believe it's somewhere around $600 million. That's the figure that I've heard. Now, what is the issue of, say, crediting the property tax?
Yeah, you know, I still don't understand why people are only harping on the city when it comes to the overall theft of $600 million from Detroit property tax owners. I think I think they stole it, to be honest.
Yes, the overall theft. I like that.
Yeah, because the property taxes are collected by the Wayne County Treasurer, and the whole formula on the way we collect property taxes is actually set up by the state. And the city of Detroit reaps the benefits. And so, I think that, we need to be looking at not only the city, but also the county treasurer and the state of Michigan when it comes to finding ways to replenish the money to Detroit taxpayers.
I agree with you, but we know that the city makes the assessments.
Correct.
And that's where the problem was. People's property was overassessed, and that's why we got hit with higher fees on our taxes. And, I mean, maybe we had to deal with how properties are assessed. We got to go back and look at how that formula works. But it's a lot of things, as you were saying, and we get up to, because we're going to have Brother Al with us for about 8 more minutes. But the whole piece with the reparations, I hate we got into this today because that's a long discussion.
It is. This show is too short to talk about
And if you
reparations.
start talking about, helping
you'll
business.
be back.
Right,
You'll be
right,
back.
helping businesses and all that. These are programs we already had. We had set-asides. We had quotas. And Republicans, they just pretty much tore that out of the whole piece. You don't even hear about set-asides anymore and quotas. These were programs, of course, that tried to remedy some of the problems with the fact that we've been out of the system for so long.
Yeah, those are more like affirmative action programs.
Exactly. So if we start saying, using programs like that to say, well, this is reparations, then we sort of like dilute what reparations are and what they for. And we got to get back to understanding reparations are debts to be paid for what the damages that we've received over these centuries. So, I mean, we just got to get back to understanding what reparations are. That's why I'm like, we get into that discussion, we talk about it all day. But the fact that you're a lobbyist, because a lot of black people are always talking about, why are we lobbying this and why are we lobbying that? And I think we don't realize that we do have lobbyists there.
Yeah.
But the problem is, do we have lobbyists that lobby for the communities?
Oh, absolutely. I think there are a few creeping up now. There's a young man out of Flint by the name of Burton Brown. He owned his own Brown Consulting. He does a lot of lobbying for small businesses and community associations and neighborhood associations. Started out of Flint, and now he does a lot of work with multi-clients in the state capitol in Lansing.
Okay, now that's what we're talking about.
Absolutely. Now I have a number of nonprofit organizations, small business owners, and right now I'm actually there's one nonprofit called the Black Brook. That's owned by an African-American female that graduated from Cranbrook High School and then went on to graduate from Cranbrook graduate program.
Okay.
She's an artist, most popular sculptor of African-American descent in the country. Wow. She's right here from Detroit.
What's her name again?
Her name is Tiff Massey.
Tiff Massey. Okay.
You can look her up. She's done work all over the world. And right now, I'm trying to help her, find some funding not only through, private industry, but more importantly through the state, the county, as well as the city of Detroit.
Well, you need to help us have her on with us as well.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yes. Well, let me take one call, Ms. Brown, before we let him go, because the lines are lit up. Everybody know Al Williams.
Go ahead.
You on feedback with Brother Al Williams? Theo Bro Mark Cummings, talk to us. Who we got there on line 3? Okay, they must be gone.
Fell asleep waiting.
All righty. Let's see what we got here. They're gone. So we're just going to go back to Brother Al then.
All right, I'm with it.
Yes.
Talk to us, brother. We got about 5 more minutes. What you want to lead a listening audience and the viewing audience with?
A lot of people are upset with the results of this past primary election and who will be going to Washington, D.C. to represent us. We have a new congressman-elect by the name of Sri Thanadar. And, I look at Sri similar but not the same to Hanson Clark. A lot of people forgot that we had a congressman by the name of Hanson Clark for 2 years who was not, even though he say he's a rainbow child, but he was not African American.
He's from Bangladesh.
He's from Bangladesh. Right, exactly.
Yes.
And, once he was elected, right before redistricting, people got organized. And people got organized to make sure that we had a black person representing a large population of black people. He ran for re-election and lost.
Did he lose to David Nathan?
No. He lost to Brenda Lawrence.
Oh, Brenda Lawrence.
Right. And so, there should be some efforts moving forward now.
Oh, he ran for Congress.
He ran for
I
Congress.
was talking about the state rep seat.
No, he was a state rep, state senator, and then he ran and won for Congress.
Okay. Right.
Served for 2 years, spent the night, said he was not going to buy an apartment. He said he was going to live in his office.
Okay.
And in D.C., they told him he can't do that. And then, black folk got organized, and he didn't get reelected. The same thing needs to happen here. We don't need to be upset at the results. We need to be agitated enough to start organizing for the next election 2 years
That's
from now.
right. You got your calendar. When is your birthday?
March 16th, 3/16/80.
March 16th.
Brother Al, make sure
March
that you
16th.
give some of your constituents a copy of this book here, Brother Affirmations by Brother Michael D. Woods.
Okay.
366 Days of American History.
We do this on every
We
show.
do this on every show.
All right.
Go ahead.
For all the folks that have been doing things. So what's the birth date again?
March 16th.
March 16th.
All right. What is that? Aries?
Pisces.
Pisces. All right. Let's see who we got for the 16th of March. All right. Okay. Wow.
Wow.
1934.
Uh-oh.
John Brooks Slaughter, the first African-American chancellor of the University of Maryland, College Park, was born in Topeka, Kansas on this day.
Okay.
All right. For folks out there watching, that brother that was just playing tennis, TFO, he goes to the University of Maryland.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, who else we got here? And they all politicians, it seemed like there, Brother Al. 1962, Dwayne M. Brown, first African-American clerk of the Indiana State Supreme Court. Born in Indianapolis
Indiana
on that day.
Supreme
Okay.
Court. Oh.
And of course, in 1827, the first African-American newspaper was published, the Freedom Journal.
All right. I like
Freedom
that. Okay. I might have to bring that
Remember
back.
Frederick Douglass was
Yes, that's right.
handling that for us. So that's important. 1934, 1960, we got a sister on there too. Abby Mitchell, dramatic and concert soprano. She died on this day in New York City. So we got a lot of black folks doing things, getting things done. We just glad you're out there lobbying for us and
Absolutely.
getting some things done, Brother Al. And,
No problem.
You sort of an institution here in the city. If you talk to anybody in politics, they know your name. And matter of fact, when I was running for office, I sat down with Brother Featherstone, Art Featherstone.
Featherstone, that's my guy.
I know he's your guy. You know, he's running John Conye's campaign for a long time.
Yes,
And
yes.
turns out my auntie, Ann Avant, was one of the first people to donate to Brother John Conye's
look
campaign.
at that.
All right
So
now.
it's all about family, and politics, and we talk about that all the time down here. If your family is about politics, the roots keep going.
That's right.
It's like a big tree.
That's right.
And you go from one decade to the next. So I know your family is deep into politics, and keep making moves, brother.
I will, brother. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to come back and join you again. We can talk more about reparations. We can talk more about what's going on in the city. And we can talk more about how we get these unlikely voters to the polls in November.
Yes. Absolutely. That's desperately what we need. Now, if there's someone who wants to contact you, you share your contact information?
Absolutely. You can always email me at albjwilliams@gmail.com. That's my personal email, albjwilliams@gmail.com. Give me a call at 313-420-9345. That's 313-420-9345. It's my personal cell phone number. And then you can always call us at the office, 313-768-7914, 313-768-7914. That's the Williams and Clark headquarters right here in Detroit. We have an office in Lansing and also an office in Pontiac.
All right. Very good.
It's a beautiful thing, and got some young brothers about to come on next that's out there doing good things. So I'm glad you were down, because I want you to meet them young brothers, Brother Juwan Howard. And he's one of the gentlemen. He also worked with brother we had on Sloan Gibson from Black Men Build. So we're trying to pull all these men together.
I love it.
You know, the men are the ones everybody saying participating in politics and not helping the community, but I beg to differ.
I do too.
That's right.
I do too.
Tim, take us to a break so
All
we
right.
get the gentlemen in here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So,
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn. Ta-da!
It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome our first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host Butter and friends.
Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn. Ta-da!
It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome our first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the chew germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
And we are back. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. We have now with us our next guest, and
Brother Jawan Howard, the Emoji Debate Team. I met him working with Brother Sloan Gibson with Black Men Build. This brother does a lot of great work in the community. Brother Jawan Howard, say hello to the listeners and viewers.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? So, I mean, you want me to get into it about Emoji Debate Team?
Absolutely. We want to know who you are first.
All right. Well, I'm Jawan Howard, born and raised right here in the city of Detroit.
I'm
the founder. Yeah, exactly. I am the founder and executive director of Emoji Debate Team.
Now, what do they do?
So, Emoji Debate Team is a youth debate team based right here in Detroit, Michigan, for ages 11 through 15. And our target audience is DPSCD students.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's a program I started about a year ago. When I graduated from college in 2020, I was reflecting on my own life and how I went to be help to Detroit youth.
Yes.
And debate played a big role in that. Whether that's my confidence when I speak, how I can articulate my thoughts and ideas, critical thinking. Everything that I speak about debate played a role in that. And so I started this program to pour those same values and principles and skills into Detroit youth.
All right. Now, what college did you graduate from?
Western Michigan.
All right.
Now,
Western Michigan.
Tell me the age of these debaters now.
11 through 15, right in that middle school age gap.
11 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Now, have they had an opportunity to show their skills off with students throughout the city of Detroit, other cities, other states where?
So no other cities and states yet, but they have competed against other DPS schools and things like that. We just finished up our summer program, actually.
Oh, okay.
We had a partnership with Parkman Branch Library over off Oakland Boulevard.
Yes, yes.
And so we housed
Near
our debate
Hamilton.
program there. Had it for a total of about 15 students. Twice a week we got them, yeah. A partnership with the University of Michigan came down and taught them how to research and the whole nine. It was a good program.
I've got to meet them. That
Absolutely.
is fantastic.
Absolutely.
That is truly fantastic.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, we have adopted a school.
Oh, really?
DPS, yes. But it's K through 5. Okay.
Okay.
And we have tutors, for the children and all. But it is the debate process possible for 5th graders?
I believe so. Because I think the way we kind of teach our kids is that we debate every day. We just don't call it that. Whether you're trying to persuade your mom to get you McDonald's or
right,
whatever
yes,
it is trying to
yes.
do.
They call it politics.
Exactly. And so we use that same model. We break it down where it's very digestible for the kids to understand that we do this all the time. It's persuasion. It's all those things that we do every day. We just don't know it.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's exciting to me. Oh yes, you've got to come over and talk to the students and meet the principal.
I can do that.
Oh yeah, she's very high energy.
Okay.
And this past Thursday we just had a bicycle parade. Okay, and the children were bicycling around the block.
That's cool.
And the MPOs closed off the street. And of course, when some of them got, I guess, halfway around, maybe a little farther, I'm tired. So we had to stop and put the little ones in the bicycles in the van and continue on. But it was so much fun. And the children at the school are just excited. About coming to school every day. All students are not like that. Oh, I have to get up. I have to go to school. But if you make it interesting for them and fun for them, I mean, they wake up every day looking forward to coming to school.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I do. I kind of call it disguised learning in a way, right? So through disguised learning, you almost don't know what's being planned until you. It's just slowly happening.
Yeah, that's
like
a good
I said,
term.
and I didn't really recognize that
learning.
until I got a little bit older. I was able to trace back, like, I do certain things because it was like subconsciously poured into me, right, in a disguised way. And so that's what I try to do with the youth because, like I said, just talking about debate, they probably just think lawyers or something like that born in the classroom, but Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, all our favorite,
Everything is in the debate form these days.
Absolutely.
And we all know the popular movie, The Great Debaters, Denzel Washington, those wily college children went out there and took it to him.
Yeah.
So we know that our entire existence, like you said, is about debating. We talked about reparations earlier. That's a debate, and
Absolutely.
moving forward. So how did you start this and reach out to the children? How did you get them involved from the beginning?
Got you. So we developed a partnership with the schools. So I kind of, like I said, reflected on my own life and where I went to middle school. I started there first.
Now, where was this?
John R. King Middle School. It's on Puritan and Strathmore.
Okay,
it's a
so it's on the west side here.
Yep, west side Detroit. And so I still had a connection with some of my teachers since I was there. I'm 24 years old, so it wasn't too long ago, but still had a connection with them, reached out, and began to kind of develop like a curriculum or after school program. And the rest is the rest. The team members started to come along, and we got a couple of debate coaches and speech coaches, and the rest, that's how it kind of developed.
Oh, wow.
Now, I see you got a book over there.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
From debating, we trying to get them on to the higher learning.
Yes, sir.
So I see, talk about this book you brought about the Black College piece.
Yep, this is a book, my first book. It's called A Message to Black College Students. It's a book I wrote during my final semester in undergrad. I was the president of the Black Student Union at Western Michigan. And I used to give lectures on a variety of topics, whether that's Black economics, everything, Black education, miseducation, Black history, the importance of it all. And then the pandemic hit. And so my lectures, I kind of was just sitting on content that I prepared to, you know, present to the student body. And so I found myself just as a form of expression during COVID, just writing down, just writing and writing and writing. I looked up, I had an essay and a few essays, a chapter of a book. And I began to structure it that way of what I want this message to be about. I was kind of frustrated during this writing process. I just felt like Black college students, there's so much Black excellence that graduates every year. But our communities don't reflect that same level of Black excellence. And I think the Black college students play a role in that.
Now, the book that you're speaking of is from what level to what level? Now, you got a debate team, and you have the book. Now, the book is for?
So the book is, the message is geared towards Black college students.
Oh, okay.
That is my message. That's the book
So
to
that's
Black college students.
18 and on.
Right, but I also think
Gotcha.
it's a book that everybody can read, not just Black college students, but the Black community as a whole. To understand, I think we all have a role in community progress. So, in order to understand another person's role, you put yourself in those shoes, and you can do that through this book.
I got you.
And Tim said we
That
right there,
is
Miss
Tim.
Broughton. So we're gonna get your
goodness.
buddy on. I'm gonna get out of here so we can get your buddy. What's your buddy's name?
This is Brandon Harris.
Brandon. We're gonna get Brother Brandon Harris in here to sit down with Miss Theo Broughton and Jawan, and we're gonna chop it up today on feedback. It's gonna
That's
be a good
right.
thing.
And call some others to tune in and hear about all this good news. I just love the idea of the debate team. But we shall be back momentarily.
It's time to do something more. Join the Detroit Police Department, either straight out of high school or make a bold career change. Officers start at $40,000, plus health insurance, paid vacation, retirement plans, and more. Apply online at joindetroitblue.org.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da!
It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313 224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit, HD2.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. And take us along with you. As I said earlier, just go to the App Store and download TV 33 on demand, and you definitely can take us along with you. We have had such an exciting morning with all of our guests, and we have now been joined by Brandon Harrison. And Brandon works with Jawan. We will get it right. Jawan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about this debate team and all of the good stuff that you're doing in the community. And of course, I like being surrounded by young men. Absolutely. And all of the positive that they're doing. And tell us what your role is in the organization.
So my role in the organization is the consultant. You know, me and Jawan, we connected on social media probably a year ago. We were going to actually be involved in something else, but that didn't materialize at the moment. But, you know, I was watching Jawan from afar. So this was a like-minded guy, I could tell, very positive individual. And I said, man, I would love to be connected with this guy, you know. And I happened to follow him on Instagram. And I happened to post a book like 2 weeks later. Jawan, you know, commented under it. And I was like, you know, we started just a conversation from that, exchanged numbers. And we just formed a relationship off of that.
What was that book?
Ah, man, was it the... It was something. It was like, man.
I believe it was the Miseducation of the Negro. Was the
May
book?
have been that. Yeah. We both read a lot of books on Black history. You know, Black self empowerment. So, you know, we was able to just connect off of that alone, and we built a relationship.
Oh, that's wonderful. And the good that you're doing in the community has to be told to the world, because you know. I'm glad to hear that you asked to be a part of the organization, because sometimes there are people who don't know that they can ask to join a group, particularly a group that is doing positive in the community. We need everyone, as they say, all hands on deck to work towards a better quality of life.
Absolutely.
And I know it can be done. And I'm seeing it happening. And in the two of you right here, you know. So one of the first things that come to mind when you talk about a debate team is getting you over to the school that we have adopted and introducing the young people to that. And I also think about it as conflict resolution.
Yep.
You know, and too many of our young people, not just here, but nationwide, decide that they want to solve problems in a negative way.
Yeah.
But introducing them early to things that are exciting and important make a difference.
Yeah, that is the goal. Like we are taught to react the way we react to certain things, whether it's through the culture, whatever that case may be. But we can unlearn that stuff and learn how to deal with it in a positive way, through conflict resolution, through talking it out, things of that sort. All things, like I said, they were trying to subconsciously plant into the children that we deal with at Umoja Debate Team. So conflict resolution is number one on our list.
Oh, great. Well, you know, speaking of planting things into the minds of our young people, Brandon, have you and Jerron thought about the negative lyrics that are in the rap music? And don't misunderstand, I rap, okay? And I like rap, but I don't like the gangster rap. And especially since they've added "go out and kill somebody." That's the craziest thing I ever heard. And the videos. What is your response on that?
No, it's funny that you mentioned that. I actually wrote about that in my book.
Mhm.
You know, I have a chapter in there that's really focusing on the content that we consume. You know, on a daily basis, it could definitely have an impact on us. You know, if you're constantly watching something negative every day, it's gonna affect you. You know, I definitely try to watch positive things every single day. Try to read my goals every single day. Really try to stay as positive as possible. And I think the way by doing that is the content that we consume on a daily basis.
Right.
So, you know, even with the rappers I listen to, I try to listen to, you know, people that motivate me, motivate me to get money, stay productive, be around good people.
Yeah.
So it definitely does have an impact on you.
Right.
But you know, I listen to, you know, some gangster rap at times too. You know, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't, but I am definitely conscious of what I do listen to on a daily basis and what I watch on a daily basis and who I'm around on a daily basis.
Right. And then too, by hearing it or seeing it, then you know what is impacting young people. So that gives you that bit of knowledge so that you can counter it. If you never knew what they were hearing, you wouldn't know that they're being told to go out and kill somebody. Just murder somebody. No big deal. They don't have to step on your blue suede shoes. Just something to do.
Oh, my book, Facing the World, The 10 Principles. I just published that last Tuesday. So it's on Amazon. It's on my Young Dreamer Clothing website. You know, the book is about the 10 principles I learned from working within the corporate America and from my personal life experiences. Now, the book is not completely about me. You know, I might share a few examples about my personal life, but, you know, a lot of the examples in here are from Black public figures. You know, I want everybody to read this book, but it's really geared towards, honestly, the Black audience. You know,
the title of it?
Facing the World, The 10 Principles.
Facing the World, 10 Principles.
Yes.
You know, the more information that we can share with members of the community, I think the better off we'll be. And I've heard this, that just seems to slither around the Black community, and I resent it when they say, quote unquote, if you want to hide something from Black folk, put it in a book. Oh, yeah. I mean, I resent that big time.
Yeah, me too.
Because there are a lot of Black folks that read. A lot of them that I know who read. And I know that if they weren't, you would not have bothered to write a book. Both, each of you would not have bothered to do that.
You're right.
Definitely.
The narratives we tell ourselves are so powerful, right? Just even us saying that you want to hide it from somebody, put in the book. I think that's why I support networks like this so much as well, because you all tell our story the right way it's supposed to be told, right? We get behind our own narrative, and I don't know, sometimes some of the things we even say is just so backwards that they come true. You tell yourself something long enough, it's bound to come true. So,
well, you know, a few days ago, I heard a gentleman say that he used to watch the video, you know, the video games and all of that all the time. Never thought about it, listened to the rap music, etc. Had a 4-year-old little girl. One day, his daughter came up to him and said, "Daddy, what are we going to do today?" He said, "Oh, well, you know, I don't have anything up for us to do at the moment. I'm thinking about it." She says, 4-year-old child, to him, "Why don't we go out and kill somebody?" It shocked him so bad. He said he's not watched a video since. Wow. And he's more conscious of what he allows his own child to see and hear.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the 2 books that are being presented here today, the one by Jerron Howard, and your title of your book?
This is titled A Message to Black College Students.
A message to black college students. And it can be obtained by logging on to or calling or both. Share how to get into it.
Okay, well, how to, me as well, just me as a person, how to get in contact with me.
Yeah.
You can give me a call at 313-699-8894. And you can email me at jerwan.howard@gmail.com. That's JERJUAN.howard@gmail.com.
You read my mind, didn't you? I said, now who's going to know how to spell that? So we want them to have all of the accurate information.
Absolutely.
So that if they, when they go to purchase a book, they'll know how to reach you. The telephone number once again, please.
313-699-8894.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's not a wide span in this community for people to have computers. And then there are some people who still have computers sitting over in the corner in a box. And they say, take me out, and learn how to use me. And Wayne County Community College teaches computer use free to anybody who is 6 years of age or older. Wayne County Community College teaches it. 3 different classes: Introduction to Computers, Navigating the Internet, and then a more advanced course. That's available right here in this community. We have 3 campuses. One, Outer Drive by the Southfield Freeway, downtown the main campus on 4th Street. The landmark is the main post office. And then the East Side campus, right off of 94 and Connor. So there are available opportunities for the people in our community to learn about what's available. Now,
Bro, you got a
your
call
book.
popping in.
Oh.
These young men, they got them riled up out there. I'm
Oh,
about to set
okay.
you up.
Go ahead. Don't set me up. Listen.
Yes, indeed. Let them know that they on the air.
All right. Who's calling? Is that Sylvia? Hello?
Hello. Hi. This is Lady K.
Well, thank you, Lady K, for joining us this morning.
That's right, a.k.a. Katrina.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, I have a couple of things I need to say. One having to do with, one having to do with the debate club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if your guest is aware that at Wayne State University, they have a regional program for high schoolers. Hopefully it's still in existence. And perhaps pardon me?
Go ahead, we're listening to you.
Okay, hopefully it's still in existence, whereas they would actually send coaches from the different, from Wayne State or through Wayne State, and actually assist in preparing the students to participate in debating.
Mm-hmm.
It's at I think it's at no cost, in fact. And twice a year, they usually have I'm getting some feedback here.
Then just keep talking.
But twice a year, they normally have a program whereby the students come to Wayne State and compete with students in different school districts.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a nice program. They sort of spend all day there with providing lunch and such as that. So the guests perhaps can check with Wayne State University and see if they're still have that program available.
Mm-hmm. Well, they'll probably provide competition for Jerron Howard and Brandon Harrison. Is there something else you needed to share?
Yeah, it's having to do with the rap music. We have to remember that if we're hearing it, others are hearing it. We need to actually put out and listen to more positive music and go on to other countries even. They play so much of our music from from Motown, and I think I even heard that as far as jazz and R&B and such as that. We do not need to promote these negative types of music and information into our community, into our neighbors, into our children. And the only one that can stop it is us. So it may sound good, but if it's not giving you a good thought about your community, about your neighbors, about your children, leave it alone. Don't invest in it. Don't listen to it. Don't buy it.
Yep, we have buttons that say "turn it off." That's
you.
what they say, and that we do. We have buttons that wear, and that's exactly what they say. But
Thank you, Sister.
I think the two.
You're welcome, dear.
The two guests that we have with us today are here for that very reason, and they have chosen to work with young people within the community, starting with 11 years of age on to 15. Now, I wanted you to have some time, Mr. Brandon Harrison, to talk about your contact information and how someone can obtain your book.
Well, you all can reach out to me directly at my number, 734-945-6205. And my book is available, Facing the World, The 10 Principles, on Amazon.com. Also, you can also find it on YoungDreamerClothing.com. And, I mean, you can hit me directly at YoungDreamerClothing@gmail.com, and you can definitely purchase.
Say that slowly. Young what?
YoungDreamerClothing.com.
Oh, Dreamer.
Yeah.
Young Dreamer Clothing.
Yeah, I started that clothing brand back in 2018.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Now, since the pandemic is, we never know. One day it's slowing down, and the next day, well, they say, oh, it may be raising up, and then So, how are you communicating with the young people? Do you still have in-person practices?
Yes.
Or what?
Yes. Yep. We still have in-person practices, and to be honest, when we do go online, we kind of just stop the program because debate is something that you have to almost be in person for. So much of it is emotion and reading body language and things like that. It's hard to do through a computer screen. So we're in person as long as we kind of follow whatever the school district is doing. If they're in person, then we in person. If they online, then we kind of wait until they get back in person.
Oh, you wait till they get back in person.
Yeah, I mean, we still communicate through emails and stuff like that with the parents and try to keep the kids sharp, but it's very, very difficult to do it, virtual.
Yeah, we have a newsletter and everything.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
You guys just had here this last week.
So we just had a fundraiser, our first fundraiser. With all proceeds going to the Umoja debate team. This program is about, like I said, about a year old, so it's still a very young nonprofit, but we've done some exceptional things, I believe. And so yesterday we had our first fundraiser at Artist Village Detroit, where, we did some community building, some networking, some food, games, raffles, things of that sort, and the proceeds went to our organization. Another big announcement is that we have a contract with Detroit Public Schools now. So last year it was more like a voluntary after-school program, but now we're on contract as an after-school with Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Okay, now, being on contract, does that mean that you can come to the school that we've adopted?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Contract?
Yep, that's exactly what it means. So through the contract, what we have to do now is just pretty much hire debate coaches and speech coaches and get them, I guess, up to date with our curriculum. And we can bring it to pretty much any school within the district as long as it's okay with the principal and staff there.
Yes. Oh, guess what? Oh, I'm going to be calling starting today.
Yep.
Oh, to find out. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We have another call in there. We got one more call we're going to take real quick, Ms.
Okay.
We got about 10 more minutes.
Okay.
They on?
Hello. You're on with Hood Research. And our guest this morning, Jawan Howard and Brandon Harrison.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Yes, Sylvia, how are you?
Okay,
Happy
I'm
Monday.
sorry. I've been holding on since your first guest. But
Oh.
anyway, quickly, I want you guys to connect with the UNIA, which is a youth movement. and they're started their own music industry, modeling industry, housing, carpentry, clothing line, educational programs, economic systems. And the phone number that I have is 313-769-8647. 313-769-8647. And so I want us all to stay involved and expand off each other. And maybe we can get more youth involved in the political system as well.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good.
And can I get Brandon Harris' number? I think I got Jawan's 734-945-6205.
That's correct. Thank you.
Okay. I got both your numbers?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for calling in.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now, you have a contract through the schools.
Yes.
What about young people from the community who might be
Not go to those schools that we're inside of.
Yes.
And so that's part of it. That's why we're kind of working on our own space. So right now, I guess we're going to the students, right? After school, we're going into their building where they kind of just got to school at. And so it kind of limits us in a way because only that school receives these skills. But if, say we have our own building, right, and the kids after school come to us, anybody, and that's kind of why we have it on purpose, anybody can come to us in that sense, but we just not there yet.
Okay.
So the students who receive the services from Mojo Debate Team go to the schools that we're going to be going to afterwards because we're going to them and just staffing issues, things like that, personnel.
Okay. So now, outside of the contract, you have, you do the training.
Yes.
The two of you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole team.
I
It's a whole team of us.
It's a big collective.
That is so cool.
Definitely a collective.
All
All like-minded black young people, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. The team is fairly young. I think I'm the oldest, and I'm 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yep,
goodness.
so the team is 22, 23,
you
24.
You hear that, Mark? He says he's the oldest at 24.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
The
so super young
oldest
team.
at 24.
Yeah,
Darn
but we
it.
all passionate about the youth, so it works out.
Mm-hmm.
It
That
all
is
worked out.
wonderful. I have some ideas about that. That is, I'm excited. I'm excited. I really am.
We all are.
Because just, you turn on the TV and you hate to turn the TV on because, like that, I don't know if you, as old as you are, remember a song called Dirty Laundry. And they talk about the media. That's what the song is about.
Oh, really?
And the only thing they're looking for is negative news.
Yeah.
It's
true.
And the guy in the back wants to know, well, is the head dead yet? Can we put that on the screen? And so when I turn on the news, sometimes I wait. Say, if it's supposed to come on at 4 o'clock, I may wait till 4:15. Because by that time, they have finished with all of the negative news. This one was shot, that one was stabbed, this was passed, etc. And I have to listen to that, because they lead with all of the negative,
No,
information.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And there's obviously there's information and announcements that are sometimes beneficial, but you just don't want to be inundated with all of all of the other. So I am really appreciative.
Thank you.
That the two of you have just launched this kind of mission. That's what I would call it. You're on a mission to do the best that you can with as many as you can for as long as you can.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. Huge shout out to the entire staff. Jada Morgan, Leah Webb, Ashley Reed. Like I said, this is a complete collective of folks who make it work. Like I said, we all figuring it out. But I'm extremely pleased with the team that we have in place. And all the parents who have helped us out, all the teachers, all the community members, everyone has played a role in the Umoja debate team being successful up until this point, and I hope we continue to do that.
It's going to continue getting bigger and bigger. You know, when we see the power that we all have, you know, being like-minded, being together like this, it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, I was going to mention as well, so something that we're working on, so we just purchased some land from Detroit Land Bank. So we're a land bank partner as a community organization.
Okay.
And so we have a few lots, and what we're about to do with those lots is turn it into an open community debate space. We're going to build a stage outdoor for the kids, a few benches for their parents to watch. It's going to be that connected to a community garden where we teach the kids how to grow their own food and the importance of that as well.
And that's nice.
So although Umoja Debate Team is a youth debate team, nonprofit organization, we understand the overall collective idea of community building. And so we build upon that, not just the literacy aspect, which is greatly important, but we know it all plays a role.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Wow. Mark, tell us about the birthdays. And we don't want to get out of time without the March 16th and December 26th. Is that right?
December 15th.
December 15th.
Yeah, December
April 26th.
And April 26th.
April 20. Let's do this April 26th first.
Okay.
We're going to keep them in order. Down to 3 minutes. Y'all got me moving fast.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Indeed.
We know you can do it.
How about this?
Uh-oh.
1862, Sarah Boone patented the ironing board. I bet you know black folks invented the ironing board.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Sarah Boone invented the ironing board,
right.
which is used today.
Exactly.
That was on April 26th.
That was the
There
April
we go.
26th, 1886. Gertrude Ma Rainey, the mother of the blues, was born in Columbus, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
In
Okay.
1937, Bob Boozer, Olympic basketball gold medalist, was born in Omaha, Nebraska.
There we go.
All
Come on now.
right.
What's that one?
December
I
15th.
got none.
December 15th.
Right, all right. See, we gotta get these. Y'all gotta get these. I'm gonna get y'all a copy of this for the kids.
Yeah.
They need to know all the greatness that we have exhibited and brought to this country, brought to the world, actually. And that's what's important. All right, December the 15th. We all know Reggie Hudlin. He's born on your birthday. Of course, Hollywood film producer, born in Centerville, Illinois. Actually, he was over BET for a few years. And 1985, J. Bruce Llewellyn and Julius Irving became owners of the Philadelphia Coca-Cola Bottling Company.
Julius
Wow, I didn't know
Irving.
that.
That's a
Dr. J.
basketball player.
Yeah, Dr. J.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah. He told me something new. I ain't know that.
See? He got all kind of good news floating around here.
That's a cool book.
Uh-oh. Do you have a group ready to debate at this time, or how long does it take for preparation?
So we just ended our summer program. So with our summer program ending, a lot of the kids went back to different schools.
Okay.
So we're going to pick back up going into the schools, getting our team ready, probably around late October. Want to give kids time to really get acclimated into their academics first before we kind of push the after-school program on them.
Well, if there is, say, a Monday that they're out of school, they could have the debate here, right here.
Okay.
That'd be great.
How long does your
debates last? They're probably about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes.
Oh, we could have 2 or 3 in that case.
Right, yeah.
But anyway,
let's figure out a topic. Let's do it.
I definitely, it's a plan. I want to say to Jawan Howard and to Brandon Harrison, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we are looking forward to a debate in October right here on WHBR.
Here we
How
go.
about that?
Sound good.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And thank everybody for being tuned in. And of course, tune in next Monday at 9 a.m. But in the meantime, I will be on Sunday night at 11 p.m. on 910 Superstation. And Saturday, every Saturday, we do a conference call, which is from 3 p.m. until 6. So if you follow Hood Research on Twitter and go to Google and say, Google, hey, pull up what's going on with Hood Research, you're in the house. Thanks for tuning in. See you next Monday. Peace. Feedback. 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 Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. Feedback. Feedback.